wanna run away. I think I'll go back to that place I stay. Play on the server the
Hello
TimeShot
people,
way.
it's Poet. And welcome back to TimeShot. Now, a lot has happened since the last time I recorded one-on-one with you guys. I am now at Wynn's house, and I'm going to be here for a while, a long while, so, you know, the usual stuff like I was saying in my life/video update. A lot is going to change probably with how videos go out and when they go out and all that kind of stuff, but this is me just trying to record some TimeShot when I can, and hope that it all works out. But it's been a learning experience. I'm just here getting gold right now. It sounds funny, I know. That's kind of my goal right now. Goal for gold. The goal is to get gold. Oh man, and look at all the mobs down here, and I'm trapped. Bad start, bad start, bad start. Bad start, bad start. I really need it to be daytime right now. Nobody else is on. If I had a bed, that would be great. Here's already a jerkwad trying to convert. Man. These villagers were all protected by the dirt, and I've been uncovering them, and I don't really know why, and now I feel bad because they're all going to get eaten eventually. It's nighttime right now, and it's just bad. I never really understood why there were no beds inside of these villager houses, even just for show. Whoa. No, 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 no. Does he have thorns? Did something hit me? He's got thorns or something, that guy. Or there's a skeleton shooting me from I don't know where. I don't know where. I guess he just had thorns. Huh. Anyway, this video is actually a re-recording. A re-recording? I don't know. It's a re-recording because it's such a. I didn't think to look. I mean, why would I? I recorded something on here before. Oh, badness. I am really hurt now. Oh man, get me in. Where's all my armor? I took it off for I don't know what reason, for the Halloween event, and I didn't put it back on, and now I'm suffering from regret. Those pants that I saw before, I'm taking them. They're mine. They're actually not bad protection too. And I almost have to like wait for it to be daytime. So this is a re-recording because what happened is I recorded a full episode and it was 40 minutes long, and I was actually very proud of it, and it was very heartfelt, and I go to listen to it and my voice was like a whisper. So I go to my recording settings, and not only was my voice a whisper, my voice was set to 0. Like out of a possible 100, the recording volume was set to 0. Nothing. I don't even know how it picked up my voice. I think that maybe there was some other background speaker or something that picked it up. I don't even know. I don't even know. And I don't know why it set it that way. And I don't know if it'll set it that way again. Come on down, you sucker. See if I can get this guy. Got him. Got 2 bows now. Don't need either of them, but I'll keep this one just because. Ooh, that could have been bad. So, I didn't check the volume. It was set to 0. I've now since fixed that, I hope. If I record for another 40 minutes and it's set to 0 still, for some unknown reason, I will be so upset. But why I'm out here is because I'm looking for gold for my donor haul. I looked at doing... Hello? You know, this guy deserves to be eaten. He deserves zombies to come and eat his face. Anyway, I looked at doing something with my donor haul that involved gold blocks, and I really, really liked how it looked. So I decided that I would go looking for gold, because I used up all the gold blocks I had within seconds, really. Okay, this is my Fortune 3. I actually named it Fort 3. So, get the most out of this coal. I can hear them breaking down the doors upstairs. Poor little villagers. Yep, there it goes. I couldn't pillar up fast enough to save them. Bye! Oh, it was the one that I hated. That I said should be eaten. His door was broken down. Yikes! Oh, man. I think the zombies tracking villagers is a little tiny bit OP. Even I can admit. Because if you have a village like this, it will be completely decimated by zombies. And I just hate seeing that happen because the villagers have done nothing wrong to anyone. They don't deserve this kind of bad behavior. They don't deserve that. Oh good, one thing of carrots out of this whole thing. Man, what a bad place for a village. Alright, let's go down. Let's just go down into the cave. Let's keep our exploring going. You know, you can't save everyone, so I'm just gonna go and, you know what, if they survive, they survive. If they don't, they don't. Gotta block this off somehow, though. Let's do it like this. Come on. And then, like that. Come on. Come on. There we go. There's a villager right here, but he's got a suit of armor on. So he spawned in like that. Pretty sure. It's daytime now, so they will start to die. Alright. So, talk today is actually a pretty serious talk, and it's fueled by a couple things. And number one being me and Wyn, and number two being a show that I saw on TV, which is based on a movie. So, me and Wyn are in an online relationship. Technically, not anymore, but we were. That's how it all started. And I think that because of our viewer base, that it might encourage, and the way that we talk about it, because we love talking about it. We love bragging about our relationship. We love talking about how happy we are, and about, you know, all the good things that happen in our relationship. And that might encourage a lot of people, some people, not necessarily a lot, but some people, into maybe looking at an online relationship as a viable option, and without really understanding or knowing the safety concerns that might be involved with that, you know? So I kind of wanted to go over it today and just kind of say right off the bat that it's not for everyone, and it's a very dangerous thing, and, you know, you're really putting yourself out there on the line. I'm dead. Oh, I'm so alive, but barely. I'm not dead. Reports of my death are exaggerated. Alright. I'm looking for gold. That has nothing to do with the talk. But when I see iron, I might as well get it too, kind of thing. So I've been getting iron as well. It's over here. Just more tunnel entrance. Alright. Let's delve deeper. Delve deeper to where we just were, almost blown up. Okay. So where do I start? I had started before in a certain place. I want to start right now by saying that the show that I watched is called Catfish. It's on MTV. I know. I wouldn't normally watch it, but Wyn was watching it, and I tuned in, and then I was kind of hooked to it. Because it relates a lot to some of the relationships I've been in, the trust issues that people build up, and different reasons for being in online relationships and what it all entails. So this show basically follows people who are in online relationships, who are at the stage where they would like it to become romantic or to become more than just friends online. But they can't because the other person is being either withholding information or being untruthful in some way. So that's the whole premise of the entire show. And it's fueled by this one guy's documentary that he made a while ago. And I actually watched the documentary. That's where I knew this guy from, the host of this show, Catfish. Because he had made this documentary about him going to meet his online girlfriend. I think it was in New York. And upon meeting her, it wasn't at all the person that they said that they were, which opened the door to basically the documentary being about these so-called, quote, catfish. Now, I don't really know why the term catfish is used, though I think it has something to do with the way that people catch catfish, maybe? I'm not sure. I'm just making that up. I could be wrong. But basically, pretending to be something you're not is what a catfish is. So maybe how a catfish hides really low to the ground and pretends to be, I don't know, something else in order to catch its prey, you know? Whatever the meaning really is. There was a glitch. Whatever the meaning behind catfish really is, the definition for someone online is a person who is being untruthful or who has lied about who they are. This show goes to help people in these online relationships by exposing the untruths. And so it really brings to light the dangers that can definitely be a part of these online relationships. You know, people get into them with the best intentions, you know, falling in love, meeting the right person, and it ends up biting them because the person that they thought they were talking to turns out to be completely different. Either they're going to find out through some drastic means like catfish program. They're going to find out by finding the person's fake pictures elsewhere online. Or, unfortunately, the person's just going to one day up and break their heart by disappearing off the face of the earth. This relates to me in a way, because when I was fairly young, I had a friend online, and it was just a friend. We weren't, you know, romantically involved in any way. We were just friends, good friends. And what happened is they came up with some kind of an excuse like, oh, I'm really sick, I'm dying, I don't know, whatever. And then they disappeared online. And, you know, like the excuse that they had cancer or some horrible disease like that, and that they wouldn't be able to see me again. because they only had like 9 days to live or something like that. And then it turns out that like weeks had gone by, and I was really upset. I was distraught. Or actually, you know what? I'll tell you guys exactly what it was, because it wasn't a disease. I'm just using that as a possibility of what someone could say as an excuse. They actually said that they were going to commit suicide, and they were so depressed and unhappy with everything around them, this friend of mine, that they said this. Whoa, my mouse just like whipped me around and I got shot in the butt. So they said this horrible thing that they were gonna take their lives, and I remember being like physically sick about it, like really upset, and I even told my mom about it, and like my mom in online, she doesn't know anything about online relationships or anything. It was really just, you know, I had to tell someone. You know, I have a friend online, and I'm really scared for them. I don't know what they're going through, but they're saying that they're going to take their lives, and I haven't heard from them in days, and, you know, I was really upset. And then it was weeks later, I was on some other website, and I had seen that they had logged into the account. Like, it tracked when they log in, and I saw that they logged into the account. So it was clearly someone was still active on that account. So I reached out to that account and I said, hey, you know, what's going on? What's happened? You know, what's happening? Didn't get any answers whatsoever. But days later I saw that someone had been on the account again, and I was getting kind of frustrated because, you know, they said that they were going to take their lives. I wasn't obviously frustrated that they didn't do what they said they were going to do, but I was frustrated that I was feeling like I had been lied to. And sure enough, days after that, here it had almost been a month now, they came clean with me and basically said, you know, I'm fine. I just really didn't feel like talking to you anymore. And that was that. You know, they had straight up lied to me about something very serious, and they did it to get out of having to keep lying to me in other ways. You know, they weren't who they said they were. They weren't how old they said they were. I don't even think they were the gender that they said they were. It was just a huge mess, and it wasn't like I was being romantic with this person at all. It was just someone who no longer wanted to be associated with that fake person that they had made themselves out to be. Which maybe is for the best, because, you know, what if someone had been romantically involved with them? And, you know, that's how it starts on that show, on that catfish show, where someone will say, you know, well, why did you make this fake name? Why did you make this fake account with these fake pictures and all this? And the person will say, you know, I really just wanted to get in touch with someone and didn't want them to know who I really was. And I met someone while I was pretending to be this person, and then it was too awkward to say, well, you know what, I'm not really, my name isn't actually this. It's actually something completely different. So it was a real tough thing for them to come clean like that, but at the same time, if they hadn't been trying to be deceitful in the beginning, it wouldn't have happened. So can you really forgive them? I don't know. So trust is a big issue. Now, all I have to say, number one, is that if you are not an adult, as in you are less than 18 years old, online relationships will not work for you. I know it sounds bad. It sounds pretty terrible, but it's unfortunately the truth. that online relationships will not work for you. And you will either have heartbreak, you will be lied to, or you'll just find that you're just not ready for all that is required to make an online relationship work. It sounds discouraging, especially if you are a younger person and you think that you found your soulmate online. I'm telling you right now that it's not the case. It's not going to be the same way in 5 years from now. If it is, then I mean you're the 0.1% that it works for, but if you're not 18, you're not ready. And it's not just from a maturity standpoint, it's from a legal standpoint. You want to be very sure about your safety, and if you're a minor, you're going to be falling victim to a lot of weirdos out there. You just want to be safe, you know? So don't even think about it until you're at least an adult. And then, you know, once you're an adult and you want to do something dangerous, go ahead and do it, you know. That's your decision in life. You know, probably not good advice, but hey, you know what? You should be old enough to know better, right? If you are old enough to know better, this was the biggest thing on that Catfish show, and the biggest thing that I want to drill into your brains right now, that if you're considering an online relationship with someone, you know, you got to know who they are. You have to. You just have to. You know, that was the biggest thing on this show, is that people were getting roped into thinking that someone was named a certain something and that they looked a certain way, and, well, I'm not really sure if he is who he says he is, because he's always making excuses as to why we can't voice chat on Skype, or why we can't see each other on Skype with video chat, or, you know, always making excuses. But I really love him, and I really want to, you know, I hope he's being sincere. Well, this was I can't get my brain around it, because you know, for me, if someone is not willing to put effort in to put my worries at ease about who they are, what they are, where they work, where they go to school, whatever, what have you, if they're not willing to put my mind at ease and make me relax and feel more comfortable, then it's not worth it. Period. It's not worth it, and I will look elsewhere. And you guys should think the same. I know that it seems like this is a once in a lifetime sometimes. I can't believe I found someone who really likes me for who I am. You know what? There are plenty of fish in the sea. It sounds like a cliche, but it's true. And you don't deserve to be led on by someone who is being untruthful in some way. So don't put up for it. You know, if someone doesn't want to show you who they are because they're a little bit embarrassed by how they look, and so on, I know how that feels. I can relate to how that feels. But don't, I mean, just set their mind at ease yourself, and, you know, bring some comfort to them that you're not going to run away no matter how they look, and see who they are in person. You know, that's how it is. And I'm not saying in person like going and visiting them. No. I'm just saying like on Skype type of thing. If they're not even willing to go on Skype, then in person's way out of the question, like tenfold. So let's see. I can go this way, I guess. Aha! That's a good thing I did. Yes. All the gold things. I need so much gold. I think I have more to smelt. Uh-oh. Bye-bye. I have more to smelt at my my base, but this will just add to it. Anyway, you know, if they're feeling a little bit conscious, blah, 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 and that's the excuse they're using, then I'd believe it. For sure, I'd believe it. But, you know, and take your time with it, clearly. But don't let it stop you guys from seeing each other. Like, eventually they have to show you who they are. And if they're not, you know, months are going by, weeks are going by, even as little time as that, you know, don't put up for it. You got to put your foot down and say, you know, for this to go any further, you're gonna have to give me something, you know, or I just literally cannot believe who you say you are. It sounds crummy, you know, when you think that you like someone, but unfortunately, it's how it has to go down, because so many predators are out there these days, using the internet as a means of seducing people. You gotta play it safe, honestly. So I'm watching this show, and there's so many people just, you know, getting roped in because they're not willing to show their face on Skype or something like that, and it's just ridiculous. You know, for me it's a little bit different because I'm on YouTube. I can't hide. If I went to someone right now and I was like, "Hey, I'm Poet. I look like this," and I show them a picture of, you know, let's just say Benedict Cumberbatch or something, you know, and I don't think that they could believe me because I'm out there on the internet quite a bit in the public. And it's pretty clear who I am, who I say I am. There's webcam evidence of who I am, and so on. Yikes. Oh, that lava behind me, I was kind of scared there for a second. Anyway, it's hard for me to hide who I am. Everybody knows who I am before I usually even get into a voice call with them. They can easily find out what I sound like, what I look like, and so on. When you're talking to someone you don't really know, maybe you've only heard them on voice chat, I'll tell you, there are people who are 13 years old who will sound like they're 30, and there are people who are 30 years old who will sound like they are 13. And honestly, let them fight it out a little bit. Gotcha. So you really can't tell by voice, and even by picture. This is the other advice I gave in the last time I recorded this, is picture is not good enough. If someone sends you pictures, even Snapchat pictures or pictures straight from their phone, it's not good enough. People can fake those so easily and get them from anywhere. It has to be video or nothing, and really, it's just, you know, the person should be willing to give up that kind of information to set your mind at ease. That's it, period. If they're not willing to do that, then it's not a give and take relationship, and it's not gonna go far. It just will not. So that's my advice. Just play it safe, get to know who they are, and learn who they are, their phone number, their address, where they went to school, all that kind of stuff that can help verify that who they are, who they say they are. Because even then, like, whoa, mouse, whoa. This mouse is going nuts. Anyway, even if they show you who they are in video, it doesn't tell you exactly what age they are either. So, you know, you gotta really... It sounds kind of lame, but if it sets your mind at ease, they should be happy to do it. If someone were to ask me, like, hey, can I just see your student ID? Or, hey, can I see your driver's license? Then you can. Here you go. Have a look at it. I know the picture sucks, but, you know, have at it. If it makes you feel happy about it, you know, all the power to you. So, you know, someone should be willing and happy to do that kind of thing for you, to confirm who they are, what their age is, especially online. It's different these days, though, when it comes to things like conventions. Often people meet up at conventions for the first time in person. Then you got that little personal one-on-one, and it's obviously then impossible to hide what they look like, and sometimes even then impossible to hide how old they are, or things like that, what their real names are, and so on. But still, be safe about it. Don't give up any more than they give up to you. You know, like, don't ever take pictures of yourself, ever. I mean, that goes without saying, right? You know, people think that they're going to be in love forever all the time, and then those lewd pictures, those naughty pictures you took for your special significant other end up, you know, all over the place, and it's horrible. It happens literally every single day. So, you know what? Don't do it. Just don't. Ever. But what else can I say? I'm saying, like, the obvious, but there's so many people out there who obviously don't get the obvious. Obviously don't get the obvious. Yep. They're just not getting it, and I want you guys to get it. That if you're gonna do this type of online relationship thing, then you gotta, I don't know, just be safe about it. Just use your brain, and don't give up more than they give to you. So that's all my advice for today, I think. You know, meeting someone at a convention obviously helps, but still don't give up more than they've given you. You know, if you meet them at a convention, be sure you know exactly who you're talking to and that they are who they said that they have been. You know, build trust with that other person. You have to have trust. So, you know, that happens over time, and time is really the only way you develop that kind of a trust. We're talking even years in some cases. I've known Wyn for years and years and years before we ever really officially started to date. So, you know, and all my other online relationships started as friends who I got to know over a lot of time, then met them in person, you know, and I was always very forthcoming, and so were they, with who they were, where they were from, who their friends were, always willing to go on video chat and things like that. It made me very comfortable and them very comfortable. That was the only time it was ever okay. Don't get hooked by somebody who isn't being forthcoming. So, I've repeated myself a lot, but it's probably for the best. Like I said, even if it sounds kind of crummy, that, you know, you might have to let someone who cares about you go, it might be for the best and for your safety. You know, it might be in your best interest to just say goodbye and part ways if they're not going to be forthcoming with certain information for you. So, with that, I think I'm going to end the episode there. I didn't get that much gold ultimately. 20 pieces is only enough for 2 more blocks, and that's not enough. So hopefully I can find it elsewhere. I'm going to maybe try exploring a different cave system. Possibly. Maybe. And I'll go from there. I'm going to head back now. I think this is the way. Sure, I think it is. It's going, the numbers are going down, so I think this is the way. And with that, we'll be seeing you guys. Man, look at Edson's run score. Crazy. We'll be seeing you guys on TimeShot next time. Play it safe. Bye-bye.